I'm Jessie Sale, a business journalist for SBC. Today I'm joined by David Green, who is the head of European operations at Bellator MMA. Thank you for joining us, David. Can you just give us a brief description of what you do at Bellator?
Well, my job really is to look after sort of the business side of things, this side of the Atlantic. They do a very good job of it over in the US, and we're trying to grow the business into Europe and beyond. So really, I look after things like, booking of new events and a lot of the broadcast deals in Europe and beyond.
Fab. So we're here to speak about Bellator's recent extension of its deal with the BBC and the promotion's European and UK-focused operations. So firstly, would you say the partnership extension is a strong affirmation of how the original deal has gone?
Absolutely, yeah. I think when we started this deal with the BBC, it was very much a sort of leap of faith for both parties, and it was about understanding what could be done and how it could be achieved, and more importantly, just how the public viewed us and took to us on the BBC platform. And so I'm really pleased to say, after 2021 and all the issues we had with COVID and everything else, that BBC have saw fit to, upgrade the deal, if you like, onto BBC Three, which is obviously great news for both parties.
And what have been some of the standout moments of the deal in the past year for you?
Well, I think, getting through all the issues we had with the pandemic, I think Bellator did a fantastic job of, really setting up their stall initially in Mohegan Sun in Connecticut as a sort of almost like a studio base for us to keep going with the shows and keep getting the fights out there, albeit without an audience. But then for me, really, the highlights were the 3 events we did in Europe at the end of the year. So London at Wembley, Moscow, which was our first time in Russia, which was fantastic. And then back to our old stomping ground in Dublin, which just raised the roof for the last show of the year in Europe for us.
Like you mentioned before, with events being shown on the newly launched BBC Three channel and BBC iPlayer, will Bellator also benefit from promotional coverage on BBC's full range of platforms?
Well, that's always been part of the attraction. I mean, we took a bit of a jump ourselves, leaping from Channel 5 and a nice terrestrial platform there, and Sky Sports with all our American shows on. But one of the big reasons was not just the broadcast on BBC; it's the amount of coverage the sport gets across the BBC platforms. I think when you look at all the things they offer in terms of the website, we had MVP on Radio 5 Live over the weekend. You have the likes of Gary Lineker linking to it at the end of Match of the Day. So it's a whole, it's that whole platform of BBC that gives you this great wide awareness across everything they do.
So it'll include like radio and podcasts and other content as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think, it just grows organically from the news that comes out of the shows. You get that sort of cross-platform promotion that pretty much only the BBC can offer.
Can you tell us some of the benefits you have seen when it comes to streaming on Freeview channels over subscription for the growth of Bellator?
Well, I think just the basic thing is the subscription is a narrower bandwidth. So you're even if 100% of the people on subscription tune in, you're still potentially reaching less than you could on a free-to-air platform. So for us, as much as it's about a commercial deal, we're also looking to build brand awareness across, MMA and in particular Bellator. So for us, the amount of people we can get to new eyeballs is extremely important.
Bellator has placed a key focus on European growth in recent years. Can you tell us a bit how successful this expansion has been?
Well, yeah, I mean, if it hadn't been for that little thing called COVID for the last couple of years, I think we'd be a little bit further ahead. But I think the interesting thing is we're coming to Europe, but not only coming to Europe and doing shows, we're doing huge shows. I mean, we've got 3 shows coming up. We've got 25th of February in Dublin, which is a middleweight world title fight with Gegard Mousasi and Vanderford, which is a huge fight to bring to Europe, followed up by a heavyweight world title fight with Czech Congo and Beta in May 6th in Paris, which is also brilliant to bring a big fight there. And for me, really exciting fight on the May 13th in Wembley, which is MVP Amasov for the welterweight title. So we're bringing shows into Europe, but not only shows, we're bringing big tentpole shows, which I think is really good for the fans.
So in May, Londoner Michael Page challenges for the championship. How pivotal is he to increasing Bellator fandom in the UK, and how can his stardom benefit from the coverage given by the BBC?
Well, I think, any time we do a big show in the UK or Europe, it increases the fan base. And I think, if you were there for the show in October, last time MVP for, we had Skepta walk him on in the walkout. It was just a huge moment packed arena, really excited, loud atmosphere. And, I think anytime people come to that, they sort of buy into the whole Bellator experience. And I think we can do that again with a huge world title fight in Wembley in May.